to episode 10 of Nute Plays Fallout 4. I am Nute, and I will be guiding us through the Commonwealth here as Mr. Quartermain, our erstwhile nerdy math teacher of the apocalypse, who has decided he is going to become the savior of the Commonwealth. Last episode we talked about the general pessimism and kind of nihilistic, fatalistic outlook of the series, and decided we are going to play in a different direction. We are going to, at every juncture, attempt to do the right thing and kind of show these people that there's some hope. Currently, the Minutemen and Preston Garvey have given us the missions of going out and helping some settlements. We're going to put those on hold because they're not time sensitive. Right now, what we're going to actually do is respond to that distress call that we heard earlier from Cambridge Police Station. So we're going to head on over there, and that should take us a little bit deeper into the Commonwealth, possibly even passing Diamond City on our way. So let's go on and have an adventure. With me, as always, is Dogmeat, who's having fun running ahead. I have stripped down some of my extra weight, so I'm not carrying a whole lot. We're just running with our kitted out 10mm pistol here, which needs to be reloaded. And also a scoped hunting rifle in case we need to snipe something. I do think that we are probably going to try specializing in pistols, for the main reason being that A, pistols are lighter and thus aren't going to contribute to my weight allowance as much, and really the point of rifles is, yeah, there are sure a lot of heavier damage ones, but if you train for pistols, that offsets that. But the idea that rifles are basically a long distance engagement weapon, and that almost leads to developing more of a sniper gameplay and mindset, and I want to try and stay away from that. I want to try and play more on the up and up. Oh, looks like we've got a caravan here. Who do we got here?
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Let's, Oh!
Let's see what you've got.
Let's barter first, but somebody's shooting at us. Where are they at? They are that way. Okay, yeah, I just said we aren't going to try the sniper mindset, but this is an actual combat engagement, and we need to get these guys taken out. Carla seems to be doing pretty good at holding her own. Oh. Don't you shoot at my dog, asshole. Well, okay, that was a pretty big ambush. But Carla can defend herself pretty well. So now let's try and barter, now that we've, hey look, acquired more stuff to sell. Let's talk to some of these settlers.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Looks like maybe they're just travelers here. Probably some more bodies there, but want to run up and catch Carla before she heads all the way to another town.
Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
I'll take a look, sure.
You break it, you buy it.
Okay. sell the crap I took off of the raiders. You can see I got a lot of lightweight armor here. Does Carla have anything I really need? Namely, pastor's vestments? Interesting. What am I wearing on my head here still? I believe it's the hard hat. Yeah. Perception boost. You know, we could probably use a bit more luck. I'm going to go ahead and take a gray knit cap. Weighs a little less, and who couldn't use a little extra luck out here in the wastes? How do we look? A little bit more like a traveler and less like a lost engineer. Okay, so as I was saying, I really don't want to slip into what seems to kind of be the standard sniper, kill people from a distance and thus be removed from it mindset. I think that that's almost embracing the dark side of Fallout too much. So yeah, we are going to need to kill probably a lot of people to get through this, but I think that removing the character from the experience, as is done with a sniper type character, really depersonalizes it. If there's going to be violence, it ought to be personal. It ought to have an effect, I think. So let's take that into consideration as we're going through the wastes here. Now, a lot of the hazards you find here in the Commonwealth are inhuman in nature, and by that I'm including feral ghouls. I'm counting, say, you know, your death claws, your other animal type enemies, as well as at some point we're going to run into super mutants, and there you come into a bit of an ethical conundrum. Bit of Fallout lore: super mutants are humans who were exposed to FEV, the forced evolutionary virus, and turned basically into giant green orcs, and they are, with singular exceptions, homicidal, violent. They are pretty much murdering monsters, and you mow them down before they can mow you down. That's kind of how it's treated. However, there are enough people out there who disagree with the idea of just straight up kill them all. So I think we should maybe have Quartermain here adopt the attitude that unless something is part of an actively hostile group, then we kind of leave them be. We've seen quite a few ghouls and whatnot just wandering by, and we haven't run after them to hunt them down. So yeah, I think it's not going to be about a kill everything mindset, but more about a survive and do good mindset. So we'll stick with that. I am currently making my way through Lexington here. We found a bank that apparently had been in the process of being robbed when the bombs fell. Even though pre-war money can't really be used directly as currency, there are still people willing to trade for it, so it makes a good, virtually weightless trade good. As well, it could be used, I believe it breaks down into cloth. Let me take a look here. Comes down to junk. Yeah, breaks down into cloth. So that right there, I may be making some beds out of money. Ooh, that's right. There was a Mr. Gutsy up here that was pretty badass and above my level. But oh, we've got ghouls. And a Molotov cocktail kind of solves that issue. Alright. See, these were feral ghouls, but here's the kind of depressing part. They had names. These are people who maybe they had been sentient ghouls at some point, and then their brains just degraded to the point where they went crazy. That's kind of how it happens. All these little things that just keep driving home the tragedy of life after the war. You know, just another example, the fact that you're pretty much looting to survive, and in most cases that would be seen as okay. Oh, that's a little advertising I bought. Okay. Trying to wonder what that sound was. Jangles! Okay, where in the world are we?
Attention, please. Employment opportunities await at Cambridge Polymer Labs. Competitive salary and benefits apply today.
Okay, the existence of the iBot also implies that if those are giving what must obviously be pre-war advertisements, those were around before the war. Which would imply that you had flying robots going around just shouting advertisements. I don't know if that's terrible or genius. Yeah, I know I'm kind of doing pick up every bit of junk on the path, but this stuff will all be useful, especially anything that can break down into adhesive. As we saw earlier, adhesive is pretty much the limiting reagent for most of our mods. Limiting reagent, wow, I remembered that term. Mrs. McQueen, my high school chemistry teacher, would be so proud of me. As frustrating as it is, I actually think that was a good design decision by Bethesda to have something like that, a rarer ingredient like adhesive be important to advance along the crafting paths and things like that. To my knowledge, you don't use adhesive for building up your settlements. It's not like you're duct taping walls and doors and stuff together. But if you want to upgrade your weapons, your armor, you're going to need duct tape or glue. Alright, oh, I believe at some point we leveled up, so I take a perk there. At level 9, we are going to go straight to Hacker. We can now unlock and hack anything up to expert level. That means only master locks and terminals are going to keep us out. I know you guys are probably hearing that very loud gunfire as well. We're coming through Cambridge now. Let's see where this takes us. That looks like a police station. And they got a lot of feral ghouls in here. Alright. We're gonna come in to save the day, guns blazing. Oh, they're behind me. Crap. I'm out of action points. Okay, I will talk to you once the siege is over.
Found you.
Alright, hello?
Hi.
We appreciate the assistance, civilian. But what's your business here?
I heard your call. I'm just trying to survive out here.
I'm just trying to survive out here, like everyone else.
The way you charged in and engaged those ferals, I find that a bit difficult to believe. Are you from a local settlement?
Why so questioning?
Do all these questions really matter? After all, I helped you fight those ferals.
You make a fair point. If I appear suspicious, it's because our mission here has been difficult. Since the moment we arrived in the Commonwealth, we've been constantly under fire. If you want to continue pitching in, we could use an extra gun on our side.
Okay, who is your side?
I want to help, but I don't like the secrecy. Who are you, really?
Very well. I'm Paladin DANSE, Brotherhood of Steel. Over there is Scribe Halen and Knight Reese. We're on recon duty, but I'm down a man and our supplies are running low. I've been trying to send a distress call to my superiors, but the signal's too weak to reach them.
Sir, if I may,
Proceed, Halen.
I've modified the radio tower on the roof of the police station, but I'm afraid it just isn't enough. What we need is something that will boost the signal.
Our target is ArcJet Systems, and it contains the technology we need, the deep-range transmitter. We infiltrate the facility, secure the transmitter, and bring it back here. So what do you say? You willing to lend the Brotherhood of Steel a hand?
Okay, now tell me a little bit more about the Brotherhood of Steel. Is this a moral decision to make?
Who are the Brotherhood of Steel?
Our order seeks to understand the nature of technology, its power, its meaning to us as humans, and we fight to secure that power from those who would abuse it.
Abuse of technology, you got it.
How did mankind abuse technology?
Before the Great War, science and technology became more of a burden than a benefit. The atom bomb, bioengineered plagues, and FEV are clear examples of the horrors that technological advancement had wrought. We're here to make sure that never happens again.
Sounds noble, I guess.
Your cause seems noble.
I'm pleased that you agree. There are very few, outside the Brotherhood, who appreciate the gravity of the situation we're facing as a species. So, what do you say? Will you help us?
Yeah,
Time to
okay.
waste. Let's get moving.
Outstanding.
Okay, well, I say there's no time to waste, but here's the deal. I'm not going to run off immediately
Reese
to help
inside
the
and find him.
Brotherhood, so let's get that quest
His wounds.
kind of put
Yes,
on
sir.
hold.
Reese, once you're on your feet, I want you to make certain the perimeter is secure.
I'm on it.
All right, civilian. It's time to prove your worth. Head into the police station and resupply yourself. Then let me know when you're ready to begin.
Yeah,
Let's
that'll
move
be
out,
later.
people.
All right.
Again, this is not a time-sensitive mission,
Yeah, yeah.
so I'll go talk to Dance once I've got some other stuff taken care of. For the time being, I am going to load up on all this loot. The Brotherhood is one of the main factions that you can align yourself with here. As Dance said, their main ethos is to protect technology from those who would abuse it. They got a lot of tech. They're easily the most heavily armed group in the wasteland. A lot of people, however, see them as extremists. So reasons for that will become evident as we go on. Okay, now that we're here, however, we've gotten pretty deep into some enemy territory. We're going to go ahead and try and see if we can't make it to Diamond City. So here we are in Cambridge. Let's look at our map and see what we're looking at here. Okay, Diamond City's to the south. We got a couple bridges we can cross there. Oberlin Station, which we eventually want to get to. There's Cambridge Polymer Labs. Cambridge Polymer. Okay, let's head towards Diamond City. I'm going to kind of try and follow some roads here and see where they lead us. What do we have here? Fraternal Post 115. Something that is voiced during the intro to the game, during character creation. Your wife mentions you're going to knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight. That, I believe, is the Veterans Hall in question. Funny note, it seems to be kind of a combination of like a VFW, American Legion, Fraternal Order of Police type things. Boston does not actually have a combined post like that. There is a VFW post 115 just a ways south of Boston. Boston does have a Fraternal Order of Police post in kind of the same location, so it seems that Bethesda has maybe kind of mixed some of the organizations there. I like that. Nice little nod to reality, giving it some basis, but without making it an exact replica. Oh, wow. Well, look, we just hit 10th level here. So, level 10. I think we're going to take another level in toughness because due to our strength, we're not carrying super heavy armor. We are maybe a little under-geared for the wastes. A higher strength would let us run around in much heavier armor, but that's not the build we're going for here. Okay, I hear gunfire already, so... What's that up ahead of us? Aha! That is the symbol for Diamond City, and it's saying it is ahead, so... And so is the gunfire, of course. Diamond City is this way. That sounds like a super mutant. Oh, okay, there's our... Alright, we've got some super mutants causing trouble. These guys are pretty heavily armored. Wow. Oh, okay, they're shooting at me. One down. I know it is kind of ridiculous that my pistol is
In one piece.
not only more accurate, but apparently doing more damage than a rifle. But that's because we have souped up our pistol somewhat.
Hey there.
Damn. Not afraid of mutants, huh? You're our kind of guy.
Okay then. Here we have a super mutant. Let's go ahead and take some of the spoils of our assault here. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot worth grabbing now that we're trying to stay mobile. Meat bag, yeah. The other thing about super mutants, they are kind of cannibals. They are kind of inherently villainous in the setting just by design. There are, as I've mentioned, some rare exceptions. I understand the kind of problematic aspect of having a what amounts to a race that is straight up evil, even though it's explained in the canon and the backstory pretty explicitly that the exposure to the FEV makes them kind of perfect soldiers. In earlier Fallout games, they were designed to act as and here we have their dogs, to act as kind of a super army. But at the same time, yeah, the game is designed to say, hey, these guys, they are always evil. You can kill them all the time with no consequences. I again, we're going to try not to subscribe to that kind of idea. If they're immediately hostile, then yes, but we're not going to go on any kind of murder hunts here. That's not how we're going to roll. And it looks like here we are at Diamond City.
What do you mean you can't open
You
the
may
gate?
recognize this as the former Fenway Park
Stop
that seems
playing
to have
around,
been
Danny. I'm standing out in the
armored
open
up here.
crying out
Oh,
loud.
someone's having trouble.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter. Boom.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. Open up.
Oh, she's unhappy.
You want into Diamond City, right?
Who are you?
What? Who are you?
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. We need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
Bluff is a rather light word for a bald-faced lie, but okay. Let's go.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Another great day in Diamond City.
We are trying to play this as a rather heroic character, but again, let us not forget the overall theme of I want to get my son back.
Who let you back inside?
I'm okay with a little trickery to
Sullivan
do
keep
so.
that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer
Ooh, that a
scrapped for
statement,
parts.
Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
I support the news, sure.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money. Settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
Sounds great.
I'm sure your city's a great place.
Yeah, greatest house of cards in the Commonwealth. Until the wind blows.
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
You know what? I'm going to be straightforward. Maybe they've seen Sean.
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
My son, Sean. He's less than a year old.
Wait, your son's missing? Oh, you hear that, McDonough? What's Diamond City Security doing to help this man, huh? This isn't the first missing persons report to come through here, and now we have an infant who's been taken?
No, don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
Okay, so the mayor's non-committal. Piper seems to have an insight as to what's going on. She seems to be kind of our counterculture rabble-rouser type.
Well, sure. And a mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well, there's one private citizen, Nick Valentine, a detective of sorts who specializes in tracking people down, usually for debts or whatnot. Now, I have to get going. I'm sorry, Diamond City Security doesn't have time to help, but I'm sure Mr. Valentine charges a reasonable fee.
This is ridiculous. Diamond City Security can't spare one officer to help. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security never investigates in
I've had enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. I'm impressed. Not everyone can claw information out of McDonough's tight-fisted hands. Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine? I think I just found my next story.
Definitely have to give credit to the voice acting here. Instead of grade school drama give and take between lines, they talk over each other, they kind of interrupt each other. That's something you don't see a whole lot. They also did a really good job. I believe that Piper is a motion captured character. They actually had her voice actress come in and do motion capture for the lines, so it comes across as a bit more believable. She's obviously one of our main supporting characters here, so we'll get to know her a little better. Piper is available as a companion once you complete that interview for her, but we are, of course, going to stick with Dogmeat here. And now that we have made it to Diamond City, we're going to go ahead and wrap up episode 10 here. Thank you all for coming along on the ride so far. We are going to just kind of run around the market here off screen and sell some of the extra crap we got, so you guys don't have to put up with all that in a video. But again, if you've got any questions, comments, words of praise, things I could be doing better, feel free to comment below. As always, like and subscribe, and I will see you when we come back to Diamond City here. Thanks a lot.